You already read the title, so you already know what's up. This is gonna be me glazing Dragon Ball Sparking Zero for the next 30 minutes. So, if you guys do like this video, please hit the like button, subscribe, because I'm just as excited as every other Dragon Ball fan for this game to come out already. So, yeah, without further ado, let's get into it. Arguably the most important aspect of any Budokai Tenkaichi game is the roster. Without a doubt, Dragon Ball Sparking Zero has got every other Budokai game beat in the roster department. As of the recording of this video, they have already confirmed to be 180 characters available on release, and that goes without saying that that's actually just ridiculous. That's more characters than any other Budokai game or any other Dragon Ball game in recent memory, not even counting DLCs, and in some cases even counting DLCs like Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2. I don't think I really need to explain to you how crazy it is that we get that many characters on release, and the only characters that we know of so far that are DLC are Dragon Ball Super superhero characters and Dragon Ball Daima characters. We have not seen any characters related to Daima. So, comparing this game to the other ones in terms of roster is definitely already #1 on the list.
This isn't even mentioning the fact that we actually get to use giant characters in this game, by the way. Like, it's been over 17 years since we've been able to play as some of these characters, and the fact that they're coming back just adds another level of freshness to this game. Like, I swear October can't get here any faster.
And I just can't tell you how... I just can't wait to have so many different battles with all these characters. Even some of the more obscure characters, I'm still going to have a way to play them because I'm going to be doing random battles and shit on my channel. So, let's get the most important aspect of any Sparking Zero or any Budokai Tenkaichi game out of the way first. That one is plain and obvious. Now that we're on to the gameplay aspect of Dragon Ball Sparking Zero, we could talk about the single player mode, the what-if battles, the custom battles, and even the tournament feature, even some new additions. First things first, we're getting the classic story mode that they give us in most, if not all, Dragon Ball games. We're getting confirmed local battle. I remember the thing specifically with local battle being a big scare when this game was first announced, because there are a lot of people, even people like me, who like to play games at home on the couch with friends. And this feature when Sparking Zero was announced was not at all shown, but it is confirmed to be in the game, so we can all sit down and play with our friends. We can all sit down, sit next to our friends and play this game and beat the shit out of each other. It's honestly just a joy that this feature was even confirmed, and the fact that it's in the game lends credence to this being one of the best, if not the best, Dragon Ball game that's ever been made. But back to single player, it's giving us the option to play through the entire Sparking Zero campaign, where we will likely be able to unlock characters for going through the entirety of the Dragon Ball Sparking Zero campaign. But this time around, we get to actually experience the Dragon Ball Super aspect of the campaign instead of just GT like we did in BT3. Along with the single player campaign, we're getting what if battles alongside the campaign. And with these ones, they've already shown us the possibility of Goku going Super Saiyan in the Saiyan Saga, which is already just straight gas. Like, I can't wait to see Vegeta's reaction to Goku turning into a Super Saiyan in the Saiyan Saga. And 2, we've already gotten confirmation of Vegeta and Trunks, a father-son Final Flash. And we also have another what if of Goku and Krillin going off to fight Raditz instead of Goku and Piccolo. With these what-if battles, it's going to be kind of strange. I'm mostly looking forward to the Goku going Super Saiyan in the Namek Saga, as most people are, because the entirety of the Namek arc was Vegeta gassing himself up as the legendary Super Saiyan, only for Goku to transform into one right in front of him. I just can't wait to see that reaction from him. I'm not really too sure on how these events are going to play out for the Goku and Krillin and the Vegeta and Trunks, because in my head, I'm thinking Vegeta and Trunks are just going to get fucking obliterated by Cell. But those are just only the 3 what-if battles that they've shown us. There could definitely be more later in the campaign. This is just probably a sneak peek. And, oh my god, probably the tippy top, the most important feature that they added, or the most important feature that they've shown us in Sparking Zero, is the new custom battle game mode. This one right here, this game mode right here, single-handedly could make Sparking Zero live forever. Dragon Ball Sparking Zero having a custom battle mode, basically a sandbox mode where all these characters, the 180 characters on release by the way, This opens up so many possibilities. Say, like, for example, they don't do the specific what if battle that you want. You could just create it, or someone in the community could just create this what if battle and you could play it. It's actually mind-blowing that something like this in Sparking Zero is even possible. This is this feature I'm honestly the most excited about, because I could create my own scenarios, you could create your own scenarios, everyone could create their own scenarios, and we could keep eating and eating with these interesting stories that the community could come up with, and we get to all experience together. This single feature could quite possibly make Dragon Ball Sparking Zero immortal. Another personal fan favorite of mine that's coming back is the Dragon Ball World Tournament feature that they had back in BT2 and 3. And this one right here holds a very special place in my heart. I used to spend hours grinding this shit as a kid, playing through the World Tournament over and over and over again with every single character that they had available in BT2. And this is like probably the most nostalgic feature for me personally. With the tournament coming back and Dragon Ball Sparking Zero being an online game, this has the possibility of having us being able to host our own tournaments in Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. And I can't tell you how insane that is. This is also another feature that I'm personally going to enjoy, because with the World Tournament feature, that means we're going to be able to randomly matchmake with people online and get put in a bracket style tournament, and even be able to spectate fights as they happen. What this means is that we get to actually see how other people play the game, and hopefully level up our own gameplay by seeing possibly better people play. And on top of that, it's also a fun party game modes. Like, say if you don't have people that can come over to your house, you could just use the tournament feature online with your friends, and you guys can have a random style tournament with each other. This is one of my favorite game modes in the original Budokai Tenkaichi games, and the fact that it's coming back honestly just warms my heart. This one is I wouldn't say my favorite. This is one of my favorite game modes that is coming back to Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. While we're talking about game modes, I'm not entirely sure if this was ever confirmed to be coming to Dragon Ball Sparking Zero, but I'm really hoping it is. The tower system from the old Budokai Tenkaichi games. What these were they were basically like Mortal Kombat towers, where you would select a tower to play, the difficulty and all that good stuff, and you would move up the tower until you eventually got to the top, where you get to fight the boss. And the boss was pretty strong depending on what difficulty you chose. But this one, for me, this is a perfect opportunity. If they wanted to make like some good content, they could just honestly bring back the tower mode from the old BT games. This one would allow you to not only unlock some characters, it will also give you the option, well, if you beat the tower, they could possibly even tie beating these towers to cosmetics, which, I mean, it will give you a reason to interact with the towers, and it would just be dope. This is like, I don't think I need to explain this any much more. It would just be dope to have these towers, you beat them and you get something like a cool outfit for Goku. Like, for example, say if you beat like a Dragon Ball Super stage, a Dragon Ball Super themed tower, at the end, if you beat that stage, you get, let's say if you beat that stage, you get like, I don't know, Goku's gi from Dragon Ball Heroes or something. I'm just throwing out ideas here, but that one feature, in my opinion, them adding it would just make Dragon Ball Sparking Zero like the complete package. I mean, not that it already isn't the complete package from what they've shown us so far in terms of game modes and characters, but this is just an extra feature that I'm throwing into the ring that I really hope that is in the game. I'm not entirely sure. I couldn't find any information regarding the tower system coming back to Dragon Ball Sparking Zero, but that's enough for the gameplay or the game modes. The next section I'm going to be concentrating on is the customization that you get to have with these characters in Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. It's confirmed that there's already outfit customization that's in Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. There's like 12 different accessories that you can put on your characters, and with these accessories, I'm really hoping to see some, not only just accessories from the canon Dragon Ball series, I really want to see customization from other Dragon Ball IPs like Dragon Ball Heroes. I keep bringing up Dragon Ball Heroes in every single video that I make. It's because Dragon Ball Heroes cosmetics just look fucking sick. They are the coolest cosmetics you can possibly have on a character. I will never stop glazing Zeno Goku's outfit. It's the coolest outfit that he has. Alright, so with accessories, you being able to customize and personalize your favorite character honestly, like, they could just go full Xenoverse 2 and give us like a billion cosmetics. I'll take all of it. I don't care how much my storage suffers for it. I want all of it. I want all of it. On the topic of customization, back in the old Budokai games, you were able to equip your characters with certain items in order to give them extra stat buffs, passive buffs, all the works. Say if you had the Tenkaichi title, it'll give you +4 to all your ability levels. This one, I'm kind of mixed when it comes to this one, but at the same time, more customization in my opinion. I typically tend to lean more towards giving more customization to your players, but with this one, I'm really hoping they bring it back. I've said before in my Shenron video that if they were to bring this back, they would have to tie the ingredients in order to mix these said capsules into the Dragon Balls. So you have to summon the dragon in order to get the materials to even make these types of items to equip to your characters. Like, the customization with Sparking Zero is already endless. You got the outfits you can customize that they can definitely steal from other games, Dragon Ball Heroes. You have accessories you could steal from other games, again, Dragon Ball Heroes. And you can possibly just steal from Xenoverse 2, because everyone who's playing Xenoverse 2 is just gonna go to Sparking Zero anyway. You have the items that you can equip to your characters. Honestly, the customization in Sparking Zero already is pretty underrated. I don't really see many people talking too much about the customization that Sparking Zero offers, but maybe that's just me. If they do customization as crazy as I'm thinking it would be, I would personally be like satisfied myself. This would be probably like the most no-life game in my library. I cannot wait to see what they have in here. On the topic of stages, I'm mostly interested in them. I mostly just want them to bring back every stage from the old BT games, and even some new ones from Dragon Ball Super. They could honestly like steal a lot of like map ideas, not the actual maps themselves, but the map ideas from Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2, and then just put them in the game. It would be 100% acceptable. Like the number one map I'm trying to see here is the Tournament of Power Arena and the Universe 6 vs 7 Stadium. Those two are the coolest stadiums in my opinion. But that's pretty much all I have for the stages. Other than that, there's also the OSTs. Dragon Ball Budokai game, their OSTs for the most part always slap, especially like if we're going off of recent games. If you ever listen to Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 or even Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battles OSTs, those OSTs are so hype. They are so good. I can just only imagine what they would sound like in Sparking Zero. We already got a list of some of the OSTs that Sparking Zero has to offer, but with Dragon Ball Sparking Zero, I really need like a whole entire library, like a ginormous library. On the topic of the library, actually, this reminds me, we really do. A feature that I think would be unfortunate if they kept out is the encyclopedia system. But if they do bring the encyclopedia system, dude, they are just giving everything to us. If it's so simple, if they just bring all the big features or all the features from the BT games onto Sparking Zero and then just add more with the characters, this would just truly be the undeniable best anime game of all time. And I'm saying anime game, like as in all of them. This would be the best one out of all of them, because all the content, this game would be overflowing with content. This game would have so much custom content from its own fan base, and on top of that, would have so many features that we could all enjoy while we're playing Sparking Zero. It's no secret that Dragon Ball Sparking Zero has been getting constantly updated with different builds, and with each build, what this honestly tells me is that they're actually going out of their way to fine-tune this game in any way they possibly can. When it comes to their models, it's like they've remodeled like some characters like 4 or 5 times already just to get the perfect look for each character. And if they are really doing that for all of them, I can honestly expect that level of care when it comes to the rest of the game. The fact that the GT character trailer came out and not even like what I believe 24 hours later, it was already shown that these character models got completely updated, and even the attention to detail that each character gets. Like, for example, There's a clip going around on Twitter where Baby was doing the final flash, but he did say the Big Bang attack. Some people thought that they made a mistake with that. Some people thought they made a mistake with that voice line, but no, it was not a mistake. This same voice line was existent in the past BT game. So it already shows me that they have most of the stuff that they've shown is already fine-tuned, and if they isn't, they're just gonna go back there and tune it a little bit more just to make it pitch perfect. So I'm not really too worried about like the quality as in like video, like the actual gameplay. The only thing I'm really concerned about is the netcode when it comes to Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. This is something that has plagued all Bandai Namco games, is netcode, and this is the only fear that I have with Dragon Ball Sparking Zero, and something that they need to hop on immediately, and they need to get it down pat on release. They cannot have like some ridiculous nonsense of this coming out and the netcode being unplayable. But I'm gonna choose to have faith in them. But if the netcode is bad and the online is unplayable, this could be one of the biggest things that could hinder the experience for most Sparking Zero players, and we just simply do not need that shit in a new Sparking Zero or a Budokai Tenkaichi game in 2024. We don't need that shit. Just get it down pat, give us dedicated servers, and we are good. Alright, we're good. Give us the dedicated servers. We know you can. Don't fuck us up. But with that being said, that's all I really have for you guys today when it comes to Dragon Ball Sparking Zero and all the content that we've been shown. I can't even begin to tell you how excited I am for this game to come out, man. And if this game comes out perfect, this is probably the only game I'm going to be playing for like the next few months, if not a year. So that's all I got for you guys today. If you did enjoy this video, please hit that like button and subscribe. And leave a comment down below on what gets you the most hype on Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. And I'll see you guys next time, because holy shit, man, things are about to get active.